When you were touching base about the movie world with the fire, all I could think of was going back to when Dreamworld had the River Rapids accident,
Mm.
and there was a whole thing around that there wasn't a lot of safety protocol up to date things. So that kind of makes me think that because even though like Dreamworld's its own thing and Movie World's under Roadshow Entertainment, I still feel like they probably both lacked safety procedures that I'd say after the 2016 incident at Dreamworld have probably been implemented, particularly like around the fire thing at Dreamworld, at Movie World.
Yeah, it's there's there's let me
It's
get my words
yeah,
out properly. I was about to talk about two different things at once and couldn't figure out which one to talk about. But going all the way back to 2001, me and my mum got stuck on the do you either of you remember the Bermuda Triangle ride at SeaWorld?
yeah,
Yeah.
Like we got stuck on that towards the end where you're in this control panel TV screen studio thing where the rock comes out of the volcano, hits the TV screen, and then what's supposed to happen is the little boat thing you're in is supposed to turn around and exit the actual thing. We got stuck at that part and all the water's coming in and me and
oh,
my mum
shit.
were freaking out, being like, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah.
And then the safety thing popped out. So then we just had to go through this exit and we were completely safe. We were fine. But when we got around, we saw that my older sister and her friend were stuck at the entrance and they couldn't get out because
Oh,
they couldn't turn to the left. It's full of water. Couldn't go
Yeah.
to the right. It's full of rocks. And it's like, how many times has this actually happened with theme parks that we just don't get told about?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
everything with like kids being thrown off swings or even yesterday actually me and my brother went to Wet n Wild Sydney, which has been renamed to Raging Waters Sydney. I don't know why that title, but we would get told constantly like, oh, hold on, you'll be fine and everything. But we went down this one, I don't remember the name of it, but it's a 2 to 4 person ride. And when we went down, you're supposed to go all the way up and then all the way down, all the way up the other side, this like cylinder water slide thing.
Mm.
But when we went down it, I went backwards. And when I hit the first thing of water, I got this huge fucking pain on my back. And I was like, I feel like someone just like sliced my back with a knife. And then when we got out of the ride, still got this huge line up my back because I hit part of the equipment where it's like 2 tunnels joined together. They got like that little tiny sticky out part.
Mm.
And I was like, that's what it was. I thought it was water, like water pressure or something, but it was actually part of the ride. So I was like, fuck, are they gonna fix that or anything? But yeah, so many safety protocols that just don't get followed with Movie World Went Wild. I mean, I've also been on a ride at Universal Studios in LA, which are a lot more relaxed in their safety procedures and protocols compared to Australia, where we're on the Harry Potter ride where you have to run along a conveyor belt, sit into this one seat, and it like twists and turns, it goes backwards and upside down and everything. And the whole thing is you're supposed to feel like you're on a broomstick flying through Hogwarts. It's actually pretty cool, and I'm not a Harry Potter fan. And we got stuck in the middle of the ride. So we were just like hanging like this, and I turned to my brother. I was like, don't worry, it'll be fine. We'll be all right. And he's like, oh, is this going to be like Dreamworld? I'm like, shh, don't say that. We don't know who's with us. Like if there's someone whose family could be affected or whatnot. And then the ride started 5 minutes later. And we were like, oh, thank God. Imagine if we were stuck there for like, 6 hours. We had the plane back to Australia to catch later that night. So we were like, please keep going. I don't want to have to pay like another fucking $2,000 for flights or whatever.
Hey, squirrel friend. When one video ends, just open up another one. It's called binge viewing. Go ahead. I support you.